Ever pondered over the relevance of the Gog-Magog prophecy in contemporary religious discourse, particularly among Christian Zionists? Let's take a step back, journey through time and unravel the origins of the Gog-Magog prophecy. The roots of this prophecy are deeply embedded in the Hebrew Bible, specifically in the book of Ezekiel. It's a story that has stood the test of time, a narrative that has been passed down through generations, and a prophecy that continues to be pondered upon and interpreted in a multitude of ways. The Gog-Magog prophecy, found in the chapters 38 and 39 of the book of Ezekiel, speaks of a great apocalyptic war. It tells of a mighty force from the land of Magog, led by a ruler named Gog, who stages an epic invasion on the land of Israel. This invasion, according to the prophecy, is met with divine intervention, resulting in a cataclysmic battle and the ultimate defeat of Gog and his forces. The imagery is vivid, the narrative is powerful, and the prophecy, steeped in mystery, has captivated religious scholars for centuries. The interpretations of the prophecy have varied widely, with some viewing it as a literal event set to happen in the future, others interpreting it as a metaphorical tale representing the battle between good and evil, and still others seeing it as an historical event that has already occurred. Among these diverse interpretations, one particular group of believers, known as Christian Zionists, have found their own unique understanding of the Gog-Magog prophecy. They view this prophecy through a specific lens, one that is closely tied to their beliefs about the nation of Israel and its role in the world today. The exploration of these interpretations not only provides insight into the diverse perspectives within religious discourse, but also sheds light on how ancient prophecies continue to influence contemporary beliefs and worldviews. This ancient prophecy, steeped in mystery and intrigue, has found a unique interpretation among a group of believers known as Christian Zionists. As we delve further into the Christian Zionist interpretation of the Gog-Magog prophecy in the next scene, we will reveal how this ancient narrative is used to support modern-day ideologies and political movements. So how do Christian Zionists interpret the Gog-Magog prophecy, you ask? Let's delve into it. Christian Zionists view the Gog-Magog prophecy as a prediction of an inevitable conflict in Israel, a prelude to the second coming of Christ. The prophecy, found in the book of Ezekiel, chapters 38 and 39, describes a war in which a collective of nations, led by a ruler named Gog, attack Israel. Christian Zionists believe that the events described in these chapters are not merely historical, but also prophetic. They see Israel's current geopolitical situation as a fulfillment of these prophecies, with the rising tensions and conflicts in the Middle East playing out as a precursor to the end times. In this interpretation, the return of the Jewish people to their ancestral homeland Israel ties in with the biblical prophecy. The establishment and continued existence of Israel is seen as a necessary condition for the second coming of Christ. This belief fuels their unwavering support for the state of Israel. But it's important to note that this interpretation diverges from other religious perspectives. Not all Christians, for instance, subscribe to the Zionist interpretation. Some see the Gog-Magog prophecy as a symbolic or allegorical text, not a literal prediction of future events. Among Jewish interpretations, there's also a range of views. Some see Gog and Magog as symbolic representations of evil forces that will rise against the Jewish people in the end times, while others interpret the prophecy as a historical event that has already occurred. It's also worth mentioning that the Zionist interpretation has critics within the Christian community. They argue that this viewpoint risks oversimplifying complex geopolitical realities and may inadvertently contribute to escalating conflicts. Despite these diverse interpretations and debates, the Christian Zionist viewpoint has gained considerable traction, particularly among evangelical communities in the United States. The Christian Zionist interpretation of the Gog-Magog prophecy has had significant implications, particularly in shaping their support for Israel. The question then arises, how does this prophecy impact Christian Zionists' support for Israel? To Christian Zionists, the Gog-Magog prophecy is not just a tale of ancient times, but a foretelling of events yet to come. They view Israel as the epicenter of this prophecy, and its realization as a sign of the biblical end times. This interpretation fuels their unwavering support for Israel. They see themselves as guardians of a divine plan, standing by Israel as it prepares for the prophesied battle. Their belief in the inevitability of this conflict underpins their commitment to Israel's security and sovereignty. But this support is not just spiritual or theoretical. it manifests in tangible ways that influence political and religious dynamics in the region. Christian Zionists lobby for policies that support Israel's interests, often siding with Israel in international disputes. They provide financial support, fund infrastructure projects, and even volunteer in Israeli communities. Their advocacy extends to the religious sphere as well. They actively promote the return of Jews to Israel, believing that this is a prerequisite for the fulfillment of the prophecy. This has implications for Jewish-Christian relations, often fostering a unique bond between the two communities based on shared biblical heritage. Yet, this unwavering support also has its complexities. It can lead to tension with other religious and political groups who interpret the prophecy differently, or who disagree with the political stances informed by this belief. Moreover, the focus on the apocalyptic aspects of the prophecy can overshadow other dimensions of the Israel-Palestine conflict, including the quest for peace and coexistence. This can create a narrative that emphasizes conflict over resolution, which can further complicate the dynamics in the region. In conclusion, the Gog-Magog prophecy, to Christian Zionists, is not just a biblical narrative, it's a roadmap for action, a guide to how they engage with Israel and the world. It shapes their perceptions, their advocacy, and their actions. The Gog-Magog prophecy in the eyes of Christian Zionists ties directly into the destiny of Israel, shaping their steadfast advocacy and support. In the grand scheme of things, why does the Gog-Magog prophecy matter? Well, the answer lies in the powerful intersection of faith and politics. We've discussed the Christian Zionist interpretation of this prophecy, which places Israel at the heart of a divine plan, a belief that fuels their unwavering support for the nation. This viewpoint, deeply rooted in ancient scriptures, underscores the significant role religion plays in shaping political ideologies and international relations. Moreover, it's not just about Israel or Christian Zionists. The implications ripple out, influencing religious and political discourse on a global scale. The prophecy exemplifies how ancient texts, interpreted through various lenses, can wield significant influence on contemporary beliefs and actions. It's a testament to the enduring power of faith and its capacity to shape our world. In conclusion, the Gog-Magog prophecy sheds light on the potent mix of religion and politics, particularly how ancient prophecies continue to shape modern